70's time is 6:48, and Dave White is here from New York Sea Grant, and we're talking about diving in Lake Ontario and the St. Lawrence River. And you can take a look at some dive sites, also some shipwrecks. Good morning to you.
Good morning. Good to see you.
You have all the
got
stuff
the mast,
here
the fins.
Yeah.
We're ready to go.
Ready to go. All right. So we talk about shipwrecks in the St. Lawrence River in Lake Ontario. How many are there?
There's hundreds, if not thousands, over the course of time. It really the wrecks we have out there. There's a variety of them. There's different shape sizes and different depths of water, and it really is the history of our country. I mean, right from
especially here
the French, the Revolutionary War, the war we were just celebrating this past weekend, especially in this part of the world where you had the confluence of the lake and the river coming together. So there's hundreds of them, and what we're looking at is trying to work with folks to bring that natural history, if you will, to life for folks. So we're talking about new wreck sites that we want to mark, buoy in partnership with Seaway Trail to try to share that with folks.
So you're trying to market this in terms of having it and providing it to people to be able to enjoy.
It really is, because a lot of folks don't dive, so they can't go down on them. So developing websites, brochures like these ones that we have that talk about a couple of the different sites. We're doing it in partnership with Seaway Trail, and we're calling it Dive the Seaway Trail, and trying to organize them where we've got maps of the area where people can go, brochures where they can go, developing interpretive panels for them as well, so that they can learn about the various wreck sites we have.
Okay, so this is one of them right here.
This is the David W. Mills underwater preserve and dive site just off Oswego, and what you're looking at is natural light. This is a shallow wreck area. It's the first preserve in Lake Ontario, and complements of zebra mussel so we can now really see because of their filtration capacity. So as a diver, this is what you're seeing.
All right. So do you have to have somebody professional go with you? How does this work? You just don't want to grab the fins of the mask and go down, right? I mean, you want to have some kind of
well, you want to have some level of knowledge, but in a wreck site like the David W. Mills, folks can come up, they can be going out for their day of boating. It's buoyed. You can go out and tie to that buoy, and then, with nothing more than what I have here, which is the mask and the fins, you can go out, because the David Mills is only in up to about 20 to 30 feet of water, and it's as shallow, depending on the lake level, as almost sticking out of the water. So a snorkeler can go out for a day and enjoy that. We've got wrecks we're looking at up to 100 feet of water, where obviously you need to have, your scuba certification. And if you're going to go deeper, be deep water certified. So depending on what you're after, we're going to provide that opportunity. And one of the sites we have up on the St. Lawrence River in Clayton is a geologic site. So it's not a wreck site, it's really looking at the geology of the area and the underwater area to provide that for folks. So shallow water wrecks, deep water wrecks, geologic wrecks, and we're trying to look at one and try to bring the history to life as well. And we hope to, by this time next year, have probably 6 sites throughout the Great Lakes.
So what are the challenges from here to there? You have to, money involved in this?
Well, money's involved, which, welcome to New York, there isn't a whole lot. But also it's really engaging the local dive community to help us as a partner to be the steward of the site and to go down and do the mapping. The video we just saw of those divers down there actually doing the baseline archaeological map so that we know what's there and we can share with folks what's down there and what's the history of it and why is it there. The David W. Mills is a fun wreck site. It's just off the shore of Oswego, and it wrecked there because the smoke was so heavy from forest fires in Canada. So, I mean, each wreck has its own story in the history and the development of our country that we can share with folks.
So have you done this? And have you gone with other people?
Yes, especially on the mills. We've done a lot of work on the mills over time. And
what do people that go down there and take a look at it and come back up, what do they say?
They can't believe that they're seeing the whole thing. Because that's the difference. When you're diving in fresh water, you're seeing the entire wreck site as it went down. I mean, there's still vessels in the St. Lawrence River and Lake Ontario that are intact. So you can go down on them and you're diving on them as they went down. Either they were sunk that way intentionally or a wreck, whatever it may have been. But you're seeing the entire wreck where salt water eats away at the wood. So, you're seeing remnants where, in our case, you're seeing a large part of the ships.
And very quickly, how old are some of some of the wrecks?
Hundreds of years old. I mean, you're talking, and as we're now celebrating, the French and Indian War, the 250th anniversary of it, the Revolutionary War, War of 1812. I mean, any of our war battles, there's several vessels down there. There's airplanes that have gone down over time that they still can't find. So there's a lot of divers that go out trying to find new and unique things, and then you have the community that's coming up saying we want to go up there and do recreational diving. And for the folks coming in from Pennsylvania, Jersey, or Southern New York to come up, we want to say, here's where the site is. It's buoyed and marked. Go out, safely use it. preserve the wreck site for others to take advantage of it. So it's really trying to put the whole package together for both the local community and their heritage, and for traveling public to come in and learn more about our heritage in the area.
All right, very good. There was one website on there that was NYSGextension.org. There's a .org that was missing from that, but you can put that on there to get more information as well. So, David, thanks for coming in.
Good seeing you.
Appreciate it.
See you next
Have
month.
fun. All right, back in a couple.